Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the WIN Show on KZKO. Take part with the cast by sending your suggestions for each segment throughout the week or during the show by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, Twitter at World Improv Net, or the WIN KZKO blog. Now, enjoy the show. It's local. It's global. You are listening to WIN World Local News.
WIN World Local News with Potter Smittss. Our top story today is brought to us by WIN contributor Suzanne of Uptown, New York. Legendary entertainment icon Miss Piggy has received a prestigious feminism award from the Brooklyn Museum of Feminist Art. To issue a writ of hocus pocus on this story, let's go live to WIN Arts and Entertainment reporter Ask May Jeeves, who's in Brooklyn, New York, with the complete pork and beans. Ask May?
Yes, thank you, Potter. I'm standing here in front of the Feminism Celebration Carnival, and I'm standing here with the recent recipients and the figure of joy for today's festivities, Miss Piggy herself.
Oh, thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Indeed, it is a pleasure. You are indeed the first, for none before you have been a Muppet. You are the first a Muppet, no less.
Yeah, yes, and the first non-human species, Muppet or person.
Does that mean something to you, in addition to the already being recognized for your feminist endeavors?
Oh, yes, I've, growing up on the farm, I was told that I would not be able to achieve such things, that I was merely going to be a centerpiece with an apple in my mouth one day. And I said, no, sir, no, Farmer John, I will grow forth, I will achieve, I am an actress, I am an artist, and I am a pigmanitarian at heart.
Now, Miss Piggy, I hope you don't mind, I'd like to ask a couple questions to the woman pulling the strings, as it were. Miss Deborah Philiback, you are the Muppeteer behind Miss Piggy. How do you feel about Miss Piggy receiving this award?
I think it's, shameful, to be honest with you.
Shameful? Because
it was my true actions that have led to this award, but she has stolen all
Shut your mouth, Deborah!
Seems to be some disagreement here between the Muppets and the Muppeteer?
Remember where you came from, Miss Piggy. Remember where you came from. I can get an apple at any point in time.
Oh, you go ahead and try. I know where you live.
That she does, and she scares me with her brash behavior, her aggressive behavior. So if I were to turn on her or talk too much negatively about her award and these things, I'm scared about the repercussions.
As well you should be.
Well, nonetheless, congratulations to the both of you.
It's mostly me.
Thank you.
Right, and enjoy the festivities. Potter, back to you.
A cat fight at an award show. Wow. With pigs and humans and such. Wow. Okay, well, our next story is of local, regional, national, international, and interstellar importance again, and it's provided to us by WIN contributor Calix of Manila, Philippines. Satellite footage shows that the Chinese government is aggressively building artificial islands in the South China Sea, stretching into disputed international territorial waters. Well, to find out what China's true intentions are in this new Great Wall of sand and bulldozers, let's go live to senior WIN Asia reporter Daisaku Jackie Chan Smith Javier Pierre Lee, who has the fortune and has brought him to the new Chinese island of Mischief Reef. Daisaku Pierre Lee?
Yes, thank you, Potter. I'm here on this, at the moment, incredibly small island. It's approximately four square feet total, and right up in my personal space is lead architect of all of these new islands. I'm sorry. Sukiyaki Yi?
Oh, that's right.
Yes, now, you have been tasked by the Chinese government to create all these islands. Now, some of them are very small.
Well, no, they didn't really specify. They just said, give us as many islands as you can make. So, it's like making pancakes. You got one ball of batter, right? And the more batter you use on the griddle, the fewer pancakes you're going to have in toto. So I'm using little dollops of island batter to make little island pancakes, as many as I can.
Now, what is the purpose of having such a high quantity of islands? Why the emphasis on quantity over quality?
Well, that's just... The Lees have always said in my family, quantity over quality. It's better to have more than if you have one or two and then they break down. For example, silverware. We never ran out of chopsticks in my family.
Oh.
Because we just had so many.
Yes.
Rather than relying on a couple. And then, you know, they sit by the dish bin for a little while, right? And then they get some kind of bacteria, and the next time you use them, you get some kind of infection in your mouth. Better to just throw them out and get the other ones.
Well, now I will say in my family, we just washed them thoroughly. You know, we didn't... Some would call that wasteful.
Well, we want a very organized family, and as you can tell by the... Well, there isn't really any organization to the islands.
Yeah, it's a random pattern throughout the ocean. Any thought to maybe having a larger design?
Well, I like to kind of scatter plot and then connect the dots afterwards. Yeah, just throw the dots out there, let the chips fall as they may, and then connect the dots afterwards.
So you will be in the future constructing bridges between all the islands.
Yeah. As many bridges as we can. We want every island to have as many bridges coming out from it. Basically, this is going to be one big super bridge island.
And now, you've expanded these islands into foreign territories who were not anticipating Chinese territories in their land.
Well, who's to say that they're islands, right? I mean, how big is an island, right? I mean...
Well, apparently 4 square feet.
Well, we're standing on it, right?
Exactly.
But they don't know that.
Oh, I think they do. This broadcast is international. Governments the world over are tuned in.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh. Well, good luck with the future of your project. Potter, breaking news here to the lead architect. Back to you.
Sounds like a very intercultural project going on out there, and wonderful reporting. Well, let's head on over to the World Sports Desk now and check up on Fired Up Frank, who's in Savannah, Georgia, at the UPS Pregnant Women Package Delivering Championships. How are the ladies, and how's the competition looking like, Fired Up?
Oh, Potter, this is, I kind of haven't been watching the competition. There's been a whole lot of, dilated cervixes and amniotic fluid just all over the place. The packages aren't getting moved. Many of these women, for some reason, have all gone into labor simultaneously. I think it's that thing how women kind of get synced up when they're all in the same living space, and these women have all just started giving birth. There are children of many different development stages, just in incubators and in creches and cribs all over the place. This is the grossest assignment I've ever been on. Back to you.
Wow, okay, Fired Up. Maybe it's kind of like the cloud or some kind of network computing where everyone's synced up together. Wow, isn't humanity amazing? I think so. Well, let's check in on the world weather and let's go see what Tulip Sumstring's up to. Who's in a chapel in Axum, Ethiopia with the Ark of the Covenant? Well, how's the weather down there in Ethiopia and how the 10 Commandments looking?
Right now the weather is very quiet. If you were to look outside, you'd see nothing but blue skies. There isn't a cloud to be seen. At this moment, the sun is at its highest point. So, the building I'm in at the moment has no shadow. And that is why we have these chants going on at the moment, because we are trying to revive the Holy Spirit. I'm starting to see a ghost. There's a ghost appearing before me. It looks like somebody just cracked the covenant open just a little bit, so a couple ghosts got out. This is not the first time I've run into ghosts. I'm quite familiar with how to... I am not a ghost, ghost.
Daisy Rainmaker.
I am not a ghost, ghost.
Who are you, Daisy Rainmaker?
I am immortal. I live in the mortal realm, and I mean no harm.
Tulip, sun, spring.
Join us in the ether plane
with Captain Crunch.
Looks like I'm gonna need to mediate some kind of compromise with these ghosts. So in the meantime, Potter, keep the spirit alive and stay cool out there.
Wow, she's amazing. She is the best weather reporter on the planet. That is why she's with us at WIN World Local News. And I'm Potter Smittss. Thanks for tuning in, and listen to Community Court next on the World Improv Network.
Give the WinCast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or the KZKO WIN blog during the commercial break of a case that needs to be heard during Community Court. Next on KZKO. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with another exciting segment for WIN on KZKO The Vibe.